Gotta keep winning, gotta keep winning, gotta keep winning, winning.
What's up, YouTube? This is Calvin Bond from Bond Trucking, coming to y'all with another video. On this video right here, it's gonna be like a Q&A. I'm gonna make a video of all the questions that I've been asked on the bottom of my videos. Before I do that, I had to let y'all know how my couple of days been. For the last week or two though, I've been trying to find somewhere that do front end alignments. Man, there's really nobody out here to do front end alignments. So I've been trying to find somebody to do front end alignments. So I waited and looked and waited and looked. So I had to go on and get 2 steer tires. So I went on and got 2 steer tires. And the guy told me when I got them, he was like, look man, your alignment might not be out. Your tires wasn't balanced right. So that's the reason why it ate the tires up like that. And I looked at the tires and it was like ate up in a spot in certain spots. But everything else looked fine, so I went on and got the tires. I really didn't have a choice anyway because it was getting kind of low. And right now I'm in Ohio, so it still got snow everywhere on Ohio. It's supposed to snow this weekend too, so y'all watch out for it. And we got another mandate in Pennsylvania. And let's see what they gave us our new mandates at. We got 2 mandates that we just got, and it was in Pennsylvania, let me see, I got it in here somewhere. I think Pennsylvania and Virginia. So both, I think we got a mandate that you gotta shut down when the sun go down, and then you can start back rolling tomorrow evening. And I think some roads was closed also. So y'all be safe out there. And I always remember 15-7 save lives. Even yours. Okay, but so I went on and got the 2 drive tires, and I did the little drive test. If y'all don't know what the drive test is, go on a straight road, not a bumpy road, not a messed up construction road. Go on a straight road. Get off the accelerator and let go of the steering wheel. Make sure that nobody's around you now. You know, you got to try to stay safe. Keep your hands close to the steering wheel, but let off the steering wheel and see how long it takes before your truck feel like it's trying to move to the left or to the right. If it stays straight with the road, normally your alignment is straight because it'll pull. Now stay safe doing it. I made sure I would stay safe doing it. So stay safe doing it. So I got the tires. The tires cost me about, I got Bridgestone. I was supposed to get a discount, so they haven't gave me my discount yet. So I'm waiting on the receipt on that. But before the discount is $600 a tire. Then put it on. I had to get a valve stem. I got both tires balanced. I did everything that needed to be done, so I ain't got to worry. Shouldn't have to worry about it the rest of the year, hopefully. Next year either, I hope. But I shouldn't have to worry about them. So I did that. I got that taken care of. Other than that, everything looking good. The freight is starting to be more freight out. It still got some cheap freight, but the freight is looking a lot better. And I was looking at the Wright brother just a second ago. He was talking about how bad the freight is, and he was telling us about the ones with the contracts, the big carriers. So I feel I'm probably one of the ones that feel that way because I'm with JB Hunt. So the freight do look a little bit better. So if you're trying to come over here, it's the best time to come over here. Corey, I know you hear me. That's my partner. Shout out to Corey, y'all. But this is the best time to come right now if you coming. The freight's starting to get better. the storms are whooping us, but it's getting there. You just got to know when the storm is coming. Look at the weather radar. It'll tell you normally a day or two ahead of time, so you know to grab a load and get out of there. Even if it's a cheaper load, just get out of there. It's better to run cheaper freight than to run no freight. But it's better to run good freight when there's no bad weather or no problems than to run cheap freight. So, because you gotta run something. Alright, let me get to these videos. These remarks, comments, etc., etc. Alright, this one right here is A.D. Russell. He said, I always go to the yard when I'll stop in Dallas. That's on my video when I was talking about, on my vlog, when I was talking about paying. If you go come to Dallas, pay for parking. That's what, and he with JB Hunt also. So we got a yard in Dallas, but I've been there before and I got stuck there. So I'm not from here, so I'm not from Dallas. So when I go to Dallas, I pay. I said I ain't never doing that again. To each his own, but it's a tax write-off to pay for parking. So I just take the tax write-off. Don't be scared. If you're on this side, don't be scared to pay for parking. If you know you're going to be late, look ahead and see where you go stop at tonight. And pay for parking early before it's all taken care of. So it's like you got the VIP treatment. That's what I look at it as. You know, I paid $10-15 for the VIP. I paid between $12 and $15. I try not to do TAs and Petros because they trying to charge $15 to $18, $20. They trying to pay. They trying to charge you a lot of money to do it. So I normally do Pilots and Flying J's, and I pay between $12 to $15 for a parking spot when I'm running late, or if I got to get this load in and I know that it's gonna be late. I have on my trucker path, I have the premium trucker path, so I get the prediction of the area that I'm going in, and around the area that I do the truck stop in that area that I'm going in, it predicts and tell me around what time that the truck stop is full. So by me looking at that, that tells me that, well, if I need to pay the night, or if I need to just try to risk it going on in, then I check and see how many parking spots is at that place. If it's low parking spots at that place, and that place get full about 6 o'clock, and I know that I'm gonna be out there to about 7 or 8, then I'm gonna go on and pay the little $12. So when I get there, I'm gonna pull on in my parking spot. So I already got a parking spot reserved, and if somebody in my parking spot, I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go into the truck stop, and I'm gonna tell them I need my stickers, I need my receipt for my tax deductible, and I need y'all to get somebody out of my spot, because ain't no spots. So I need my reserves parking spot that I paid for. So that's how I normally do that. And I normally don't deal with the yard. I don't really mess with the yard in Dallas and in Houston. I like the yard in Arkansas, in Lower Arkansas. I like that yard. Atlanta, I haven't been there since last summer, so I don't really know how it is today. But when I used to go there, it was always parking there. It's kind of hard to come in and out once you get in there, because you got to go through the fuel island to get to the parking, and the parking was dusty. You know what I mean? Dirt. And I keep my truck washed. That's why I'm saying that. But other than that, I used to love it. I go in there, and then I go and get the car. Go and get the company car, and I go up there. They got I wish I could remember the name of the restaurant, but they got a soul food restaurant up the street, or right around the street from it. I done drove my truck there before, Bobtail, but I don't recommend that, because they stay full, and man, it's hard to get that truck in and out of there. But I done did it. But man, they got the best food there ever. They got the best food there. So Atlanta's good. I normally do Columbus, Ohio. I always go to the Columbus, Ohio yard. There's always parking there late at night. You can always find a parking spot. That's the only yards I really deal with. Other than that, I don't really mess with the rest of the yards. Columbus, Ohio, Lower Arkansas, and Atlanta is really the only ones that I deal with. I don't like Memphis one neither. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't know if they still doing it, but around the street from Memphis yard, we have another yard that nobody's really talks about that we drop our empty trailers at. So if you in Memphis and it's hard to find a trailer, go around the street. We got another yard that's around the street from our terminal, and I normally always find a trailer there. I haven't been there in a while. That's why I'm telling y'all, because I don't want y'all to know my secrets. But we got a yard there, just right around the street. So ask somebody when you get there so you'll know how to get there. All right. Let's go to the next one. Jermaine Coleman, shout out, asked me, JB Hunt lease you a truck. No, I get my truck from TEL, and TEL is a part of Covington. This is another part of our leasing contract. They outsource on some of them, but JB Hunt is trying to put some of their trucks back because they're trying to get rid of all the trucks, of the older trucks, to try to get all newer trucks. So when you go to the yard, you'll see a lot of old trucks that's sitting on the side. They're not really too old, but they're like 13, 14. They trying to trade out and get all new trucks, all of the newer trucks, because the newer trucks got the newer safety stuff on it. It gets better fuel miles and all that stuff. So I got my truck through TEL, and TEL is a part of Covenant. All right. Live Trucker Antonio. If I butcher y'all name, I apologize. Forgive me. I ain't good at names. He said, okay, I'm set for the IC program with JB Hunt. I'm a local owner operator for someone right now, but looking to cut one of the middlemen that's getting money. I really want to know, is JB Hunt rate pretty good for 65% IC program? Well, it's good for a lease purchase guy. It's good on the 360 board, but I'm not gonna say it's good for the IC program, because if you own your own truck, your next step really is to get your own authority. That's what I think. To each his own, but that's what I think. That should be the next step, is to try to get your own authority. You already own your own truck. You can run and lease a trailer from a trailer company. You don't have to buy it, you can just lease it. They even got the rental ones that when season change, you can change trailers. So you'll always be with the best freight, if you know how to do everything. But if you don't have your own authority, 65% is, to me, is still low. It's a lot of companies doing 70, 75, 80%. There's a lot of companies out there that's giving more. Now, I looked at, shout out to LoShawn Parks. Y'all check his video out. I learned a lot of information from LoShawn Parks when I started this. So shout out to LoShawn Parks. He gave me a lot of good information. Y'all gotta look at some of his older videos. The percentage that you're getting is, you're not getting the percentage of a true rate. We don't see the true rate, so you don't really know what the true rate is. You just getting of 65% of what they shows you. Now, with that said, the rate for a lease purchase is good rate. It's a good rate for us. 65%. I wish we had more, but I make good money with the 65%. I want more than 65%. I'm stressing at JB Hunt. 70%, something. But we get, I mean, the 65%, I'm making it good with that. I make about $1.20, between $1.20 to $1.70 a mile. It depends on what load you pick, because they got some good paying loads out there, got some cheap paying loads out there. When you see a load that's paying something that's outrageous, make sure that you look and see is there anything coming out of there, because it's normally paying outrageous for a reason. You just got to know what the reason is. It's crazy to get in there. It's crazy to, so make sure that you trip plan yourself the best that you can. You can't, nothing is perfect in life, so you can't do it perfectly, but you can do it the best that you can, and just deal with the situation if you pick that load. So the 65%, yeah, it's cool. You know what I mean? I'm making okay. I mean, you know. So I think I answered that one. This is, okay, same person, live trucker, said, I'm looking at a 2013-2014 deal with the 2-year deal, and really hype because I want the truck for the business. Man, I'm glad you hype, man, you know. But a truck with them years, man, I mean, watch the DEF. Them was the DEF problem years, first of all. So pay attention to the DEF. You know what I mean? Make sure that DEF don't go under half a tank. Make sure that the filter's straight. Make sure that your truck is doing all of the regens. Make sure that you take care of that DEF. And make sure that it don't have a bunch of miles on it, because some of these trucks that's old got 500,000 miles. Normally, I used to work for Kia Franklin, Tennessee, and I worked there for like 3 or 4 years. I'm certified. I wish I would have certified for diesel, but I didn't. I didn't want to come out in the hole. I didn't want to come out of school in the hole. So that's what I did first. And the way that warranty is designed, that you got warranty until the factory or till the manufacturer think that the problem will start. Parts is normally designed to last a little bit over or right at the warranty. So they're hoping that you don't have problems. But if you do have problems, your warranty will cover it. So with that said, I got 500,000 miles powertrain warranty on this truck. Now, once the 500,000 miles is gone, I got to expect problems. I hope problems happen before that, if I'm gonna have any. Hope I never have a problem. You know, none of us like problems. We love easy money. I know I do. But the problems normally occur after the warranty. So with a 2-year truck, if it's got high miles, expect to put your money up for them first 2 years. So when anything goes wrong, something you'll be secured, because your warranty will be gone. So make sure that you do your own maintenance account after your 2 years, and keep a maintenance account. So then that right there will save you. But if you get a truck that's got 400,000 or 500,000 miles on it, and you got a 2-year deal, they will help you in them 2 years if anything goes wrong, because they want you to buy the truck. That's how the companies that JB Hunt deal with, they make sure that they got you there so you don't be on the side of the road. That was the reason why we dropped Quality. That was the name of Quality. That's why we dropped Quality, Quality will keep their people on the side of the road. That's the worst company to go to deal with. Even though I know that I almost bought a truck. I almost got a truck at Quality. But after just think of it like this: if you get a truck that's 400,000 miles, and you got 2 years, you gonna run about 100,000 miles a year. So it's gonna be 600,000 miles after you finish paying your payments and stuff. So you got what, 2 to 3 years? I say that you go get an overhaul about 800,000 miles. You want to go over 1 million? So don't, you know what I mean? I don't know exactly. It's around 1 million miles, they say, depending on who had the truck before you, who dogged the truck, who ran the truck hard. If it was a company truck go be ran hard, because they get paid by the mile. When I was a company, I got paid by the miles. I ran hard. 10-hour break, 10:01, I'm jumping in that truck. 11 hours, boom, I'm jumping into the last minute. I'm going hard. I'm running hard. Okay. Now 700,000 miles, 2 years. You bought a truck at 400,000 miles. You got 2 years, so that's 600,000 miles. You ran 2 years without a truck payment. That's 800,000 miles. You close to the overhaul. Overhaul costs between $15,000 to $30,000, depending on what all you want to get redone. Now, you gotta think of that, depending on what engine you got also. So you gotta think of that. You gotta put that into play. For me, I don't want a new truck, but I want a fairly new truck. Like, for example, this truck had 37,000 miles on it. So when I got this truck, it was 37,000 miles. I got like $14,000 off because of that. Because of the 37,000 miles. The truck wasn't broke in yet. Truck normally don't break into what? 150 to 250,000 miles. So the truck wasn't even broke in yet. They refurbished the truck, so anything that had nicks, scratches, anything on it, they replaced it. It had new looking tires. Everything looked brand new. Alright, I have a powertrain running to 550,000 miles. The difference of it is when I do my 3.5 year payment, we have balloon payments. And I think that was one of the questions, so I'm going to answer that now. We got a balloon payment of $48,000 on the tail side. We got a balloon payment of $48,000. Okay, I got 3.5 years on my contract. So the 3.5 years, I do the 3.5 years, so that's 350,000 miles. I'm gonna say 100,000 miles a year. So that's 350,000 miles my 3.5 year, plus I gotta pay the 48,000. Now if I finance the 48,000 for another year, so that's 3.5. So I'm gonna push that out to 4.5 years. I'm gonna pay it, but I'm just saying. But so I push it out to 4.5 years. So 4.5 years, I'm gonna have 450,000 miles on it, right? Now, I'm gonna be through paying for it for 400,000 miles, where a person that buy a 400,000 miles truck with a 2-year warranty, they are just starting their 2 years at the 450,000. Plus, it's got previous owners that you do not know who did what to. So you know, if you keep your truck to top-notch shape, then your truck will make it to 1 million miles or more. So I know that I'll be through before the 500,000 miles on it. So I know that I have a year warranty after I'm through paying. That'll give me more time to, after I got my authority, to give me more time to get established for my business. It gives me a little more time. Plus, I know everything about this truck because it's been my truck since day one. I guess I hope I answered that question. But to each his own. I'm gonna say that again. To each his own. Everybody feel different. And this message right here is just Shayla. Y'all subscribe to her. She do containers. Y'all subscribe to her, man. I like her videos. She keep it real on her videos. So I like her videos. Subscribe to her. Just Shayla. She put on that Bond Trucking. I might have to get that camera. You just can't see the road, and I want to be able to show the road. She talking about my GoPro. I got the GoPro Hero 6. That's when I do my vlogging on. I have a head mount, but I got to get used to it. I really don't like it. When I use my head mount, I have to change the view because I use super wide view, and using super wide view, it's like it shows too much other than the road. It shows everything around me, and it don't really just focus on the road. So I'm gonna have to switch the view every time I use it. So I'm gonna try to get better at that. That's something that I'm trying to get better at. I know I use my hands too, but I'm gonna try to get better at that. But it's a great camera. I got it for the low. I got mine at a yard sale for like $30. I don't think they knew what they had. So shout out to them. I ain't gonna say too much, but I'm just saying I got mine for shit. And they have the accessories, because mostly all action cameras, it's an action camera. For all action cameras, they normally universal. They all normally make them about the same. They always got the same connectors, the same hookups, all that, the same casings that it goes in. And I paid $20 for the accessories because I didn't need everything, but I got the selfie stick, I got the head mount, the chest mount. I always use the chest mount when I'm doing my videos. That's normally what I use, the chest mount. Okay. Martin Cartrell. I hope I said your name right. Man, what type of money you averaging out there per week? I'm thinking about coming out here. You average what you run. First, you got to depend on what kind of truck driver are you? What kind of runner are you? You a hard runner? You a light runner? You run hard sometimes. We pick our own loads, so it depends on how you run, and it depends on how you pick your loads. Me personally, I do between 17 to 2,200 miles, and right now the freight is picking up, but it depends on what season it's in also. So it depends on all that. It depends on everything. Everything depends really on you. I average between 15 to 25 a week. And the reason why the range is that big, because it depends on what area I'm in. It depends on what freight line I'm in. It depends on how this week went. It depends on a lot of stuff. Cause like long hauls pay less, but it makes it easier. Long hauls are easier. Say you grab a load from Pennsylvania to Texas. They're gonna give you 3 to 4 days to get that deal. 3 of them 4 days is gonna be easy. The pickup might be easy, but the drop off might take all day. Or the drop off, or the pickup might have been hard, but the drop off might have been easy. So I'm not telling y'all to pick long loads, because the short loads, when you pick the short loads pay a lot more, but it comes with a lot of problems. It comes with problems like overweight. They always stick as much as they can in a trailer when you're normally going short. Because they're used to people that dodge the weigh stations and stuff, and we don't do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna drive no 200 miles in the middle of nowhere just to dodge a weigh station. I'm not doing that. Me personally, I'm not doing that. But okay, it comes with that. It comes with, it's gonna be a live load on both ends, so you might have problems on both sides. So it might take you a day and a half. It might take you 2 days to get that load that went number like 250 miles, because you might have sat there all day to get loaded. Then you finally got there, you ran, and then you drop it off the next day, and it took them all day to unload it. So it just depends on the load. On a week-to-week basis, it just depends. I mean, you really can't say a specific number. Oh, and it depends on how you feel that week. Because if you feel good, you normally run harder. And when you don't feel good, you need to lay it on down and, you know, get you some rest. Because your money is going to reflect on it. That's how trucking is. Your money reflect on you. Okay, this is Paul Troyner. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Thanks for the videos. We really appreciate it. Does JB Hunt offer a driver referral bonus? You turn me on to them. I would like to give you the credit. I've got a driver. Alright, I'm gonna answer that first part. My alpha code is BONC3. So if y'all want to send me a referral bonus, I do appreciate it. They go tax me real bad. They take most of it back, but I do appreciate it that you thought about me. And and thank you for liking my videos. I try to give out as much information, and I try not to make no crazy videos. I see a lot of them, but I try to dodge those. So I try to dodge those. I'm about making money. Can't make no money if you in some mess. You got to separate that. It don't work together. All right, this one right here says, "Trucking life of man." Hey, I've been driving for JB for about a year and a half now, but I'm ready to be an owner operator, but I'm still stuck between buying my own truck or leasing. Me personally, my opinion is, if you never been an owner operator, I don't feel that you're supposed to just jump out there, because you're jumping out there to fail. I'm not saying you will fail, but you don't even know what you're doing. Leasing gives you that. Leasing gives you the business side with somebody behind you. If you jump out to be a straight owner operator, you don't know nothing about being an owner operator, and you jumping straight out there, 9 times out of 10, you go hit your face. You go jump straight out there on your face, because you don't even know what you're doing. So that's the reason why I went lease first. I know what I want to do. I want to be a fleet owner. I want 3 to 4 trucks. Start off. That's my goal, is 3 to 4 trucks right now. Once I get that and see how that life is, I probably want more. But that's my goal at the moment. And I knew that I needed to lease first, because I needed to learn the business side. I don't need to just jump out there and not know nothing. Because once you realize that you messed up, normally it's too late. And I done heard a lot of owner operators say that. Once you realize you messed up, it's really too late, because you already done messed up, and it's due, especially with taxes. So I recommend everybody to lease for at least 6 months, 3 to 6 months. I recommend. Do what you want, but that's what I recommend, because you want to learn the business side. You need to learn the business side on somebody else's dime. You're paying for the truck, but they got your back. So at the same time, you're still doing it on your own dime with support. Excuse me. All right. Kenneth Wilson. Do they have a lot of freight all over the U.S.? No, we don't go all over the U.S. We go from I-35 of Texas, Houston, we go 10. We go I-35 up to, I seen some loads up there to Connecticut, New York. I don't touch those states, but I seen some. And the far as west I've been is Kansas City, Iowa. So I haven't, so that's basically, we do the Northeast region. We're basically a northeast region because JB Hunt do it by regions, and we normally can't go across the region. We can't go to the other side of the region. But I play with the load board a lot, and I see a lot of loads in California and around California, but I never see none in Midwest. Every time I try to see if any loads coming out of maybe Washington or something like that, I never see any loads that way. So we normally northeast region. That's what I normally do. Anthony Gussman. Trucking life. Okay, he was responded to trucking life of a man. Buy your own truck. Go to your bank and get a loan out on a well-spec truck. Don't lease. So if JB Hunt does you wrong, you're not stuck to them. I get where he going, but we don't have a walkaway lease, so I know that's going to be one of the questions that I'm going to have to answer in the future. So we don't have a walkaway lease. It's more like a buyout lease. So the way our lease is, you turn the truck in. You normally want to turn the truck in at the end of the month because they want you to pay the remainder of the month. And if anything is wrong with the truck, they take it out of your escrow account, and then they charge you the remaining balance of what you owe. Or they take it out of the maintenance accounts and give you the remaining balance of your maintenance account. So we're not a walkaway lease, but we're a buyout lease. So say that you go end up spending between $2,500 to $5,000 to walk out of your lease. That's how it's designed. I just answered that question about the lease purchase and the on-operator thing. So if you don't like what you're doing, make enough money to buy out. That's the way I feel. You gonna have enough money in your escrow. I don't, but 2018 was a rough year for me, so I understand. But let me see. Hold on, I lost my spot. But it's nice over here. You pick your own load. You come and go as you want. You make your own money. Everything is nice over here. Alright. Victoria Peterson. Shout out to Victoria Peterson. She said, thanks. Thinking about this, how much experience required? I have only 6 months OTR right now. When I came to JB Hunt, you had to have a year or more experience. But after I got to JB Hunt, I was told that you only need 3 to 4 months experience now. So on the experience side, you have to call because it changes with the demands. It's a higher demand for truckers right now, so that means that your experience is lower. But you have to call JB Hunt to find that out. If you want to go to the leasing side, I recommend that if you're going to go to the leasing side, tell them that up front, because we got a waiting list that's got between 100 to 200 people that's waiting to come over here from the company side, and it takes you 3 to 6 months to even get on the list. So I recommend if that's where your mind is, you need to tell them that up front, because once you get on that company side, you go be there for a while. But we made good money at company. When I was at company, I made between $900 to $1,200 a week, but I ran hard every week. Okay, so I did all the questions. Shout out to everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to Just Shayla. She do good content. I look at The Right Brother. I look at Party Hard. I look at Loshawn Parks, and I definitely look at Trucker Brown. Trucker Brown came a long way. Shout out to Trucker Brown. I met him. He cool. In person, he's cool. He's definitely cool. And I'm gonna end this video, and I see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Gotta keep winning, gotta keep winning, gotta keep winning.